So in today's video, building the Mugen MBX8R on its skill Nitro Buggy, we got package number D1 and D2. D1 is all related to upper control arm, the front mount brace, a whole bunch of other stuff you can see in this package here if you're gonna open it all up, and it also involves D2 package, which is going to be the hubs, spindles, bearings, and axles, drive shafts, everything there. So it is going to be good long amount of video. So it's a bigger package. We're going to need a lot of space here. So let's put the manual away. So we're going to go back to the manual over and over. And we're going to open this package up. And inside this package, we're gonna have the label. We got the bearings and the 17mm hex. And it's gotta be, okay, 2 of them as I was looking for. And then we got a lot of spacers and a whole bunch of stuff in this package right here. So that is where the body clips onto the front. So we got the front control arms, we got the hubs, everything's in here, and we got a bag with the, I'm gonna open this last. I'm gonna put that to the side. So again, when you break these little guys, you are gonna have to, if you get a Spectic knife, it should just like splice right now for you. But since we don't have that, make sure you trim all this. Okay, all this gotta be trimmed and flush. Okay, and same thing on the other control arm. Okay, there you go. That seems to be a little bit more. So I'm gonna just be showing you this, but you're gonna be doing this on any of the pieces that has to be like torn apart. You gotta do this, okay? You can watch that in all my videos. So there's the two control arms. So we got these cups. They go inside here, and before the big metal piece, these little cups go. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Let's break this open, then I'm gonna trim all this. We're gonna break this off. So let me get this organized and trimmed, and then we'll come back to all this. But meanwhile, let's open the rest of the packages. So there's a lot of small pieces in here, so you don't want to lose anything, okay? The CVD axles here. And inside here, you got 1 cup. You got 2 of these little guys right here. 2 straps, and so it's like 6 pieces all together. Don't lose it, like I said. Small stuff. So these we can break open last. I'm gonna put these to the side. And this is where, see, somebody already broke this open for us. So this is where this baby goes. So I believe this goes, okay, this little guy, we'll find out where this goes. This goes onto this piece somewhere. And we got 1 aluminum piece in here, and then we got I'm sorry, the carbon fiber, and then we got these little guys. So we will break these open as we go along. And inside this package here, we got a few things inside this package here. So let's get that open. Anything small, be careful you don't drop, especially the nuts and bolts. And we're gonna have a few things in here. So what we got in here is these cups here. These goes in here. And we're gonna see us put this together. So we got a couple of things in here. I'm gonna open this apart, but be careful you don't lose them grub screws. Anyways, let me organize all this, and then we're gonna continue. Let me take this guy off right here. There's 1 grub screw. Can you see these things gonna try to slide away from you? So red thread lock is the key today. Yep. See, this almost fell down. You don't want to lose any of this stuff. So let me organize, and then I'm gonna come back and start this. Okay, guys, so we're back. So we're gonna need a lot of space. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna start off by taking this little guy right here, and so everything assembles onto this. So it's telling us a few steps. So we're gonna have to start with control arms. So we need to figure out which way the control arms goes first of all. So this is, like I said, the front end of the vehicle. So these control arms, this lobe is gonna be facing back here, like that. But prior to that, we are gonna have to put some stuff together. Okay, so we're gonna start off with this piece. This piece assembles just like this onto this car. It's gonna assemble like that. But prior to doing that, what we need to do is this gotta go. So this one that has like a little groove to it is gonna be facing towards the front of the vehicle. So we are gonna have to, okay, it has to allow us to fit this. So this gotta go in. All right, so it's not allowing us. It's only allowing us this way, in this direction. Yep. Why? So this can't go like that. Nope. It's got to go in this manner. There you go. So, okay, so the screws they give you here is these two oval screws. And we're going to put this in. These videos are long. Okay, this is not the screw that goes here. The screws that goes here are these fat ones. Nope. Not those either. Okay, yeah, it was correct there first time. So this goes in one. And I don't know why that one's different. And this is the second one. Nice and tight. So again, they're great looking screws and they're flush on the other side. And now we can put this. This has to sit just like that. And then we could take two of these screws. And one and a two. Okay, I don't know why that. Okay, there you go. Those two drop right in. Okay, they're not holding though, but they're not. Okay, I'm not sure why these two screws. Okay, you know why these two screws didn't work? Because they're the wrong ones. These are fat ones we gotta use right here. They should label these screws. So they're not labeling. They're showing part numbers, the screw numbers, but we don't know which screws go where, you know. And now we gotta get another set of tool here, and this will be it. So they are not labeling the screws, meaning like the package should have a small letter label like what screw is this, what screw is that. They're not doing any of that. Okay, so I caught a cramp just by doing that. That's fine. And we're just gonna use electric drill because we can't be sitting around. So you will feel this baby go stick right in. So it kind of like it grooves in there, and we have that. So one more part. This little guy, I believe this little guy belongs somewhere here. I'm not sure where this belongs, but it's showing right in the center here. I don't know how, but should have done that first. because now we're not gonna get that screw in. So we're gonna have to take this out, and I'll be back. So build this first, and made another mistake. This is supposed to be on this side, that's supposed to be on that side. There you go, we got this in, and you see the oval spot is facing this way, screws on that edge. So I'm gonna put this back onto that. So there you have it, so far looking good. So now the problem here is that we put this back together. It's not supposed to be like that, because we got to get the things in there, these little square thingies, and the arms got to go in there with everything. So it's all got to go in together at once, okay? So we're going to be removing this one more time, and that's fine though. That's how you do. You're going to have error and trial. It's always going to be there. Error and trial is going to always be there. So what we're doing now is, I want this thing to be straight, so they give you a lot of options here. So we're going to be using pretty much, let's see if this fits in there. It's perfect. So let's break this and break that off. And I want this thing to have perfectly, so this is not the one that I want. The one I want is right in the center, dead center. Those are dead center, and these are, it's like they put one on one and the other one on the other one. So make sure you have the ones that are dead center. So we're gonna take one of these, stick that in, and we're gonna take one of these, stick that in. And remember, this lobe goes to the rear of the facing, so this is the front of the car, so this is the rear of the car. So, or you could stick it onto this and then stick it onto that. I find it more easier sticking it here, and then okay, and then this goes in just like that. And once it meets, remember this, you have to put a lot of spacers in here. You could do that at the very end. You don't even have to do it now. It's up to you. So we're gonna get this screw in now, and we're gonna get this second screw set. There you go. This is, always double check your bolts. Anything that goes into metal gotta be thread locked. So we have this. All right, looking good. So already I built a lot of cars, so I know everything, where everything goes, okay? But you do need to figure out this guy is got to be, you can't put this on this side. It's got to be on the opposite side, because it will even tell you the right side. So let's build these, okay? You're going to throw one of these in there and another one of these here. So if you want to put grease on this, it'd be a good idea, but I like to keep them dry. And then after that, this piece is going to go in there in one of these. Remember to file these down, the part that we broke off. It's got to be filed down. And then these guys got to go here. This is very similar to Arma, so make sure you catch the threads perfectly straight here. And if they're not straight, it's not going to sit straight, and you might damage it. Okay. It threads right on. So if you get it correct, it threads right on. So get yourself an Allen key, and I don't have one here, so you don't want to lock this up, okay? It's got to be kind of free, okay? So I like to throw some oil in them, but later on. So we got that piece in there, and then we're gonna get this. Okay, this guy doesn't fit there. So they are kind of, I think they're different, or are they different? This one just drops in there. Okay, in the bottom it's literally different. Not different, and it's just gonna feel different. It kind of sits in an angle. You see it's sticking out because it's curved. So don't be scared that you're getting it wrong. So if it goes in smooth, you're good. Okay, so I will fix these at the end, okay? And then you're just gonna have to get them to the spot where you want them to be. Can't be too tight, can't be too loose. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna get the correct tool here. So let's see what fits in here. Okay, there you go. So we're pretty much fitting this tool onto this little guy inside here, okay? That's what we did here. So we do need to, I like to, let's create these. So you do need to put greasing on here. They're asking you to put greasing here. And it's all up to you how you want to do this. But I want to put light amount of grease. It's very important. I like to throw a lot of, I use bearing oil on these. And I got that sitting around. So this guy goes right through here. And then the pin goes through. Well, the pin doesn't go through yet. This goes on. And then you have to find the slot where the pin is going to go through. It's got to go through that cup, the center of that cup that we just put inside the middle. And there you have it. So we can, so one of the long big bearing is going to sit here so the pin can no longer come out. Then this sticks right through here. And it's got to be, the bearing's got to be pushed in like nice and flush. And then the little bearing goes in right over here. And then you have one more pin. So I'm not sure, are they all same? Okay. I think I got the wrong pin in there. Let me just make sure. Okay, no, it's a correct pin. So I don't know why. Okay. Why is this shorter? Okay, why is this shorter? But this thing is pretty good in this. It's even on both sides. So I'm not sure why this is shorter. Let's take out this pin, okay, just to match it up. It shouldn't be short. Okay, yeah, okay. So little pin does go in the middle. So this is the shorter pin. It's even, the size, thickness is even different. Okay, so we got that in there. So next step here is this little guy goes in. And the skinny pin goes right through here. Okay, the skinny pin doesn't go through there. The big pin goes right through here. The fat big pin. So very important part now. We're going to take, okay, we can have that grub screw rolling around like that. And we're going to take a red thread lock. A lot of people use blue, but I use red. Anytime you're taking this off, you're going to have to use some heat, okay? Definitely going to have to use some heat. So once you get your pin in there, make sure your pin is flush on both sides. So pretty much it's even on both sides. If it's not, what's going to happen is your wheels are not going to go on properly. And so if it's flush on both sides, you're good. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to lock this up. There you go. That should be good there. This can't be coming loose no more. So now what happens here is this goes in. And remember, this is going to be facing to the outer edge. So we need to bring our tool back here one more time. I want it, it's kind of, you got to get this. Okay, you know what? Let's take one of this, stick it in here. Okay, you know what? Let's look at the diagram because only one is going to get one of those. So we're going to go to the next page. Let's just show you the next page so you guys can see. So it will tell you, so which one gets a washer? So both of them get washer. So I guess they're in different packages because we got washer here also. And so both of these are going to get one each. I must have moved them around. And what we're going to do here is, so I don't want to make this video crazy long. The process is the same for opposite side. And I will show you guys that once it's completed. So this is the part where we're going to put, we have to line the axle. Okay, both of these pieces got to go in evenly. And because if you stick one side in and then you're not going to be able to get them in evenly. So your axle got to be going in there evenly. So we got a long way to go before the axle kind of meets at the very end. So this is not catching threads here. So make sure it's nice and straight, okay? And let's see. Power tools would have been the key here. But those power tools can be good or bad, okay? So be careful. Power tools too fast, boom, and you already damaged it. Okay, so remember the axle, to line the axle. And this baby's got to go in nice and straight. Let's get a little bit here. Should be pretty, whoops. Should be kind of pretty smooth to get this guy in. So I'm gonna come back. You know, come back. We're gonna have to get this all the way right now. So once your whole car is set up, you're gonna have to come back to these screws to do your adjustments. So how your wheel sits, straight, crooked, and you adjust them from here. All right, this is gonna get you tired. It's got me tired. All right, there we have it. So I'm gonna build the second side, and then we're gonna come back and look at it. So our axle is in there, perfect. And there you have it. So this side is done, and then we'll come back and put all these little pieces in. And let me do the opposite side first. So guys, I'm complete here. So this got to be angled that direction if you're doing these for the steering link turnbuckles. 2 screws and 2 screws. The little grub screw goes here, and one on the other side. And I think this is a service port. You could throw oil in there for the bearings. Other than that, we're all done, and final adjustments will be done once it's all completed, because this is kind of stiff. Your wheel's going to be off alignment, and we will check everything out. But thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. See you guys on the next one.